Well, it was a suggestion from a friend, and I had been doing a whole bunch of nutrition research for years and kind of a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then when I read up on this, I realized it was kind of the best of everything put together in one place. Plus, I love the beach. Plus, I was due for a vacation. So it just seemed like the perfect sort of timing of all the things that I needed in my life right now. So that's why I'm here. Yeah, absolutely. It's been really nice being beachfront and seeing the dolphins and learning a whole lot. It's been great. I'm a huge science geek. I do tons of research. I've been fascinated by all the science and just taking copious notes and pages and pages and pages of notes. And I came into this with a spreadsheet with something like 8 years worth of all of my blood work. So I'm all about the science. And that's one of the things that excited me the most about this. I can bake. So that's going to be an interesting transition from baking to cooking. I think it's sort of my scientific mind. I can follow directions and bake anything, or if I cook something, I follow all the directions. I think what I loved about the cooking classes was the idea of intuitive cooking and looking at what you have and coming up with something. I loved that she was able to make substitutions on the fly and say, oh, well, if you don't have this, then use that. That's great. Because that's the kind of thing I need, because I'm not very good at seeing what I have and coming up with a meal to make out of it. So the cooking classes were really valuable for me. Some of them actually I really have enjoyed, and what I've learned is there are certain types of exercise that actually I think I can do and that I could stick with, and types that I say, okay, I'm not really into that, and I don't think I could stick with it if I did that. So I actually did like that we learned sort of a wide variety of types of exercises so that I can know what I'm capable of doing and what I can commit to doing when I get home. So in that respect, I learned a lot about myself and what I think I can do going home. Probably all the science. Just learning so much. Well, really just the learning in general. The cooking classes has been a lot of good information for me, and of course the science has been great. Talking to Paul about the specifics of all the things that I'm dealing with and this number and that number and why this one's up and that's down and what I can do to affect it. And looking at everything very holistically, even though he can actually get really specific, but at the same time he can back up and look at everything in one big picture. I've been really enjoying that, so yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we speak geek, so that's no problem. Oh yeah, I mean this is the bomb. This is great. The stairs I could live without, but then I understand the benefit of the 4 flights of stairs up and down each way. I think I counted that by the end of this week there'd be something like 120 flights of stairs that we walked. Yeah. These last couple days I've cheated with the elevator a couple times because my knee is talking to me, but otherwise I've definitely strengthened my stair muscles, whatever those are. Yes, it's really good, and it's really nice to have somebody cook for you and cook healthy things and just the variety of stuff that they put together. Kind of like in the cooking classes, it's great to see them take the leftovers and put it in this and change this to that and just throw some extra ingredient in the dressing and all of a sudden it's different. So that's been really nice, gotten lots of ideas. Gotten lots of ideas from the cooking, the food that they've been providing us, and it's been really good, having seconds a lot. Oh yeah, I mean, it always takes a little while to warm up to everybody, and I think it finally started clicking yesterday, and it makes me feel like I wish we had another week so that I could get to know people better. But yeah, we're having a good time. I think day one is always a little, everyone's getting to know each other, but definitely by, what was it, day 4, I think everybody's pretty chill. Yeah, the great thing though is I can make my own work hours. But it's a challenge because I've really gotten into the circadian rhythm stuff and really enjoying my sleep. So by the time I realize how much daytime I have and how much I like to sleep and how much I have to get done, I still feel like there isn't enough time. Well, I can make the time, but I'm having trouble structuring my day so that I could fit all these things in. But having done it this week, it makes it a little easier to get that you can do it. The cooking classes will help with that too, because that's where I struggle a lot. I definitely will take it back with me. How much I can apply it, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I certainly want to, but you know, I'd be surprised if on day one I'm making bone broth and the fermented vegetables and all that right away, but
Some kimchi.
yeah, I'm still working on the fermented vegetables. But yeah, I'm really excited, let's put it that way. I'm really excited to get started and to see what I can implement and how soon I can make all these different things into habits. I mean, I'm hungry during the fast too. I talked to Paul about that, and he actually thinks I'm not eating enough. So he said a lot of women in particular, a lot of women and people who are overweight tend to not eat enough. Like they actually underestimate what they need to eat, at least if they're trying to be aware of what they're eating. So he encouraged me to eat more, and that's been hard because I'm eating seconds at every meal already. But he was also wondering if maybe my body's just saying, hey, this is really healthy food. We haven't had enough of this, just more, 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 more. So it could just be once my body's kind of had enough, at least on a day-to-day basis, it'll stop telling me to be hungry. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. But I've been trying to stick it out through the fasts and doing so-so, doing all right. Oh yeah, for sure. I think, you know, everything is ready for everybody here. I would maybe warn the introverts that there's a lot of activity because I'm an introvert and, you know, spend a lot of time kind of detoxing from people in the afternoons.
Do you find it a little overwhelming?
It can be, yeah. I mean, between all the people and the classes and everybody talking, it's all very exciting and it's fun, but I have to go back and recharge, and it adds up and accumulates, and now I'm kind of like, in my introvertness is done. You know? I'm not unhappy, but just my energy level is, okay, need to be alone for a whole day now. But it's worth it, it's totally worth it.